Hi, I'm Laura and welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. And today, I don't know why I'm laughing. Today I'm in a different location. I'm in my bedroom. And we are going to be going through some tarot decks and some oracle decks. It's like a tarot deck, oracle deck haul of decks that were recently delivered to me. I went on a little bit of a tarot deck, oracle deck, card deck, let's just call it that, a card deck. I don't know why I'm laughing. On a card deck, binge, shopping spree, I don't know. Essentially it all started with me signing up for, which will lead into the card reading, so don't worry, this story is relevant, but me signing up for a tarot class because I read tarot, I read oracle cards, but I read them from a very intuitive point of view, okay? Using them as like a prompt for my own intuition, and it's something that I love learning more about. I love learning other people's point of view. I love learning how other people interpret the cards. And there's always been an interest to learn another type of tarot deck. So there is a type of tarot deck called the Thoth Tarot, which leads us into my first purchase, which is the Thoth Tarot. And so the class that I'm taking this weekend, so I haven't actually taken it yet, works with the Thoth Tarot. So I've always been interested in it because it talks about, this works with more astrology behind it, and like the original one does too. But anyways, I will talk more about this. I'll probably do a separate video based on my experience with that class and just learning a little bit more about this. But it works from a more Egyptian standpoint, I've heard, and astrological references and like call outs in this deck. So I was very curious about that, which then leads into like all these other ones that I ended up getting as well. So I ended up getting this. And yeah, so I had actually always thought that with it being like an Egyptian tarot, that it came from Egypt, but it did not. It was created in 1938 by a guy named Aleister Crowley. So I had to read that because for some reason I thought it was Alexander Crowley, but no, it's Aleister Crowley. And so this actually, so it comes in this like little slipcase, and it came with, now I usually don't use like this type of thing, but I think it's kind of cool for anybody that is getting interested in it. It comes with this like layout that you can do of like a spread. It's a 10 card spread. So if that's something that you're interested in, I work with my cards a lot more. If you've watched any of like my bigger card readings, I work more with just making them all go however the cards want to go. I listen to the cards a lot more than following like a direct system. So anyways, this will be very interesting to learn more about. It comes like this, and it comes with, the box is like this big. And just to give you a little sneak peek, comes with a little tiny booklet. I don't know why I held that like that. It comes with a little booklet like this. So the writing is fairly small. It's all just in there like that. I won't do like a full walkthrough of the decks, but essentially it looks like this. It will focus. There we go. I obviously haven't used this yet. I'm waiting. The class is on Sunday and I'm filming this on a Friday. So anyways, looks like this. And something that's really cool with this one is, so anyways, so when that's the back, if anybody's interested. So with this deck, he's actually taken like the original tarot, like the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, which no one knows like the exact origin of tarot because it was so like, I feel like my personal opinion is that there was a lot of people doing a lot of things at the same time, but like the one that everybody sort of has heard of or bases everything off of is the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. So just a little tarot lesson there. But anyway, so he took inspiration from that as well, but he changed some of the major arcana. So like, I think, I haven't actually fully gone through this to look at which one's which yet, but instead of having the Devil card, I believe he has what he calls the Lust card. Now, something else that I kind of like about this deck, just from my first glances, is that they do have So instead of like, I don't know why I chose this one, but that's okay. Instead of just having like the 4 of coins, or in this case he calls them discs, it has like a little word that also goes along with it. So I feel like for people who are brand new to tarot, it actually might like be able to spark their memory of what the cards mean. So I really like that. He has changed some of the things. So instead of coins, it's discs. Instead of like the King of Cups, it is the Knight of Cups, and instead of the Knight of Cups, it's the Prince of Cups, and instead of the Page, it is the Princess. So there are some things that are different. There are some changes. Let me see if I can find a card that has like a really clear showing of it. Hold on. I want to show you how the cards have like astrological symbols. That's not a word, Laura. Symbols throughout. This is not an astrological symbol, but it does have a lot of like the yin yang symbol throughout it, which to me signifies balance. Okay, this is a really good one. So it has a lot of like the astrological and the planetary symbols. So I'm currently in the process of exploring those more and learning more about them just for my own curiosity, which actually leads us into the second deck that I felt like I needed to get. It had nothing to do with this training that I'm going through, but it was just something that I had already been interested in, and then I sort of thought would help me actually learn this to help learn more about astrology and astrological symbols and meaning, which I haven't even taken out of its packaging yet. I showed you my address. I'll blur that out maybe. Anyways, or you can zoom in and I don't know. Anyways, I don't think you'd be able to see it, but this is, I haven't even pulled it out yet. So yes, I did order these from Amazon. But girls gotta do what girls gotta do. Anyways, so the next deck is the Arcana of Astrology, Oracle deck and Guidebook for Cosmic Insights by Claire Goodchild. So a friend of mine actually picked this up and she was showing it on her Instagram. Because that's how I communicate with people. And I was just like obsessed with it. I should have brought scissors over. I just realized I might not be recording, but I am recording. But I don't have scissors, so we're gonna use my like my fountain pen, my dip pen. Oh my god, it's so perfect. Okay, so that works. I didn't need scissors. Okay, so yes, unboxing for the first time. I've only ever seen these in video. You can't see that, but I have a shoestring as my belt, and I accidentally just untied it. So we're just going to tie that back up, because it's not that type of show. It's a family show. Or is it? If you get that reference, please drop it down in the comments below, because I need to know that I'm not alone in getting that reference. Okay. Hold on. There we go. All right. So it comes in this gorgeous, stunning box. I just want to stare at it. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, so it's gorgeous. I'm just going to zoom in just so that you can, like, just this box. Like, it's gorgeous. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. So it comes with a guidebook. It's pretty thick. We like, oh, and it's in color. I love it. Okay, so it's in color. So anyway, very straightforward. So this is, it goes into, it's a card deck about astrological, like astrology. I don't know why I keep saying astrological. It's the correct word, but, so there's me, or part of me, because we're made up of all different planets, or like our star signs. Our guys, I can't talk today. I apologize. But anyway, so this is super cool. So it has, so we're just going to read Leo. Because we're currently going into a Leo full moon when I'm filming this. So this is Leo, the lion. It has like the astrological glyph. It has the planetary ruler. It talks about the house, the element, the modality, the opposite sign in the zodiac, as well as symbols that often go along with this. And then you'll have like in astrology and then in a reading, and then it has keywords to how to interpret. So this is super exciting. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to bring this into my personal readings for myself, as well as readings for clients as I get more familiar. I will probably be taking a little while before I include this in client readings, unless it like the cards are like, we need to be included in this person's, just because I like to get comfortable with the tools that I'm using. So for right now, it will probably be for me. It also has, I just saw here, So yeah, so it also has Asteroids, which is super freaking cool. Okay. So they're just like that. They don't come in like an extra little enclosure, which I do and I don't like. It has its benefits, but it does have like easy little pull out here. And it says, let the stars be your guide. Sorry, my lights are extremely bright and the glare is awful. But anyways, little plastic strip. I don't know why I keep those, but I do. Back of the card. This deck is stunning. I am obsessed with this deck right now. Okay, so anyways, they look like, I'm gonna hold it over here just so it's not glary. So they look like this. This is very hard to do this, right? Hold on. So they look like this. So these must be the houses, yeah. So they also have house cards. Focus, please. Yes, thank you. So these are the houses. Say? Ooh, they have eclipses too, so that's really cool. Oh, and they also have the moon phases. Okay, this deck is just getting better by the second. I mean, like, I don't know how many cards are in this, but I figured it'd be more than just like the 12 zodiacs. But that, just, oh my god, they're so pretty. And these must be the asteroids. Okay, super cool, gorgeous, stunning. Okay, book. I'm just super excited. It's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so okay. Moving on. This I actually ordered several months ago, directly from the artist, Brittany Carmichael. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So I ordered it directly from her because I guess she went through like a reprinting and she made new edging on the cards that is like a silver rainbow sort of effect. They're gorgeous. But she also had some with purple edging. And when I saw the purple, I was like, I need the purple. So I don't know if she has any more, but you can always look her up on Instagram. I might even drop her Instagram down below and you can message her and see if she has any more if you want some of the purple, because they're absolutely stunning. The actual guidebook and the actual cards, I believe, are the same as like the ones that you can get from any other retailer. But I'm opening this before even showing you what it is. But this is, I got the purple edging because I'm just obsessed with like limited edition cards and like special editions and stuff like that. So anyways, the deck that I am talking about is the Shine from the Inside Out Oracle and Guidebook. So cute. It's absolutely gorgeous. So with this, everything is in color. The entire guidebook is in color. I don't know how people show things off on. It's like awkward, but that's okay. Completely gorgeous. Here are the purple edges. They're stunning. They're beautiful. I'm obsessed. Hopefully, yes, you can see that. Look at that. Do you see that? Like, oh my god, it's absolutely gorgeous in purple. I'm absolutely obsessed. Okay, and I have played with these. I have shuffled with them. I've actually used them in a couple of readings because I did get them at the beginning of the week. But these are an oracle deck, so they're much more straightforward than tarot cards, but I still am obsessed with this deck. Like, oh my god, the artwork is gorgeous. I will look who the artwork is by in just a second. I just want to like show these. Like, so this card, by the way, has this, what does it say? Align your intentions with your actions. This card I have pulled every single time I've used this deck. I've pulled this card. So anyways, yeah, I'm obsessed. Like, they're just absolutely gorgeous. They're this gorgeous, like, pastel color. They are stunning. And I literally just got them because they'd been on my wish list for a really long time. And when I saw them with the purple edging, I was like, I have to go. And that's the back. I was like, I have to get these. So anyways, got them. Love them. They took a little while to get in, but honestly, everything's taking a little while to get in. Okay, and the artwork is by Jenna Kane. So, absolutely gorgeous, especially if you're looking for like a self-care deck or just like a very, very straightforward messaging deck. This is, honestly, it's so gorgeous, and I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. I was looking for a crystal deck. I have one other crystal, like dedicated crystal deck that I absolutely love, but it's very, very old. So it has a sort of like the common crystals, but not a lot of like the newer crystals that are out, or I just wanted another crystal deck for more crystals, because I have a lot of crystal, like books on crystals, but sometimes you're like, you know what, I just want to use a crystal, but like which one? So it's nice to like shuffle and pull it out. Anyways, I was looking for another crystal deck and I couldn't find one or I did find some that I thought I wanted, and then I wasn't really sure, so I went to YouTube and watched a couple different like crystal card hauls, crystal card deck hauls, and like collections and stuff like that. And in that, I saw this gorgeous deck by Fairchild, who, if anybody knows, I absolutely adore Alana's work, and I just love everything she... I need to get a bigger memory card because my videos constantly stop. So anyways, or I just need to delete more. Anyways, we're back. So the next deck is, I'll hold it over here so you can actually see it without the glare, is the Alana Fairchild Crystal Mandala Oracle, Channel the Power of Heaven and Earth. So I was looking for a crystal deck to get, and this is the one that I saw in a video. I will link that video down below if I can find it. I probably can. And I was like, you know what, that's the one I have to get. I was like, in my soul, I was like, that's the one I have to get. That is the crystal deck that I have to get. So I ended up ordering it, and it has arrived. It is here. I love Alana Fairchild's work. I have several of her other decks. I use many of hers for my own personal readings because she has these giant guidebooks, okay? Like these absolutely thick, gorgeous guidebooks. As you can see, I saved a card in there. But these absolutely gorgeous guidebooks, and every single one of her guidebooks is so brilliant. It will come with like a little channeled message, another like longer message, and then what she calls a healing process, okay? And it's this big, long, like meditation or incantation or chant or affirmation or just some sort of something to do with the card afterwards. So, for example, this is one that I had pulled last night. This was the goddess Tara, or Tara, depending on how you want to say it, and Tibetan quartz. So her eye ever open. Crystal goddess is 888. It looks like this, absolutely stunning. And there was an exercise where you like hold it over your third eye and do like an exercise with it, and it was absolutely beautiful, and I really enjoyed it. So I use hers. So some people use cards for like predictive purposes. I personally like to use them for reflection purposes and meditation purposes. So for me, I love Alana's decks, or Alana's decks. I think it's, just double check that, whichever. Alana or Alana, however she wants to say it. I love using her decks because they really do have that like meditative properties to them. They're very, very healing, very, very beautiful. So anyways, I picked up this one. If you want a deck like collection, it would be a very long video, but let me know and I will make that happen. But anyways, I got it. I loved it. I'm going to show you the cards now because otherwise I'm just talking about how much I love hers for my own personal practice. I do sometimes use them in readings with clients, or like pick a card readings, but I do use them much more in my personal life, in my own personal practice, because I am very, very intuitive. But for anyone who's intuitive, when you are in your shit, you can't always get clear messages, or sometimes you need that extra confirmation. So sometimes I do use cards as that extra way to clear my mind, or get that extra information, or get that confirmation that I'm looking for, and be like, oh yeah, okay, so what I was getting was what I was getting, and it was like on the right track. So I really love hers because she does give you a lot of gorgeous information. Like these guidebooks are worth it alone. Like, chef's kiss. Okay, so anyways, these are the cards. So they look like this on the back, and they're absolutely stunning. Okay, like absolutely stunning. And they are also broken up into 3 different categories. So all of the red ones are goddesses or gods. I think they're mostly goddesses. All of, I cannot get a blue one. Hold on. All of the blue ones are ascended masters. And then all of the pink ones are angels. Okay, and they all have like the angel numbers here at the bottom, as well as an angel, a stone, and then basically like the little like keyword message. Now, funny thing with this, you guys don't need the story, but it's my YouTube channel and my YouTube video, so I'm going to give you the story, and if you're here, you probably like my stories anyways. So with this deck, the reason I got it was because I wanted something that could give me those like what stone to work with. In the guidebook, it doesn't really go into details about the stones at all. So if you don't have a knowledge of stones, you might want to get like a crystal companion book or a book on crystals or something like that if you want to know more about the crystals, or just Google them every single time you pull a card. It doesn't go into much detail either about the angels or the goddesses or the ascended masters that they talk about. There isn't a lot of like information in the guidebook on those. But what they do have are beautiful channeled messages. Again, the meditations that we talked about. I'm still in love with this deck. Like, I'm still so glad I got this. It's absolutely stunning. The energy that comes off of these cards, like, okay, like I was holding one. Oh, it's literally this one that's on the top. I was doing this with an exercise. It's all about the third eye. So I was like holding it over my third eye and it was like vibrating. So I'm obsessed. So that's that. Okay. These are all gorgeous. I'm going to put these away because this is a very long video. Final one, still in this package. I opened it to look at it, to see what had arrived, to see if I could make this video. And I could, because it was the final tarot deck that I was waiting on. And anyways, I'm going to show you because it's so gorgeous. I haven't even looked at the cards, but like, it's so gorgeous. The moment I saw this deck, I was like, I have to get it. Like, I just have to get it. So it is the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi. I'm sorry, Yoshi, I can't say your last name. If you watch this, tell me how to say your last name and then I'll say it correctly because I don't want to butcher it. I think it's pronounced Yoshi too. I watched a couple of your videos actually, or like her videos. A couple of Yoshi's videos of like her making it because I was just like obsessed with it once I saw it. I needed to like absorb as much of it as I could while I waited for it to arrive. So this is a tarot deck that is absolutely gorgeous, and it is inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. Okay, so I'm going to crack this open because I haven't even like done the glue yet. We are going to go back and use my fountain pen, dip pen, whatever you want to call it. The skill I just did to open that. Okay, so anyways, little like, can we just hold on? I just need to give the praise to this box. Like, I just need to. It's so gorgeous. I feel like I have a new favorite, and I'm sorry to all my decks, but I'm just like, I feel like this is just like. Okay, so it opens like this, very similar to the Astrology one, like the flip box. I haven't even looked at this yet, so I don't even know. So the guidebook is a little thinner, but that is okay. We don't always need a thick guidebook, like quality over quantity. Sometimes small books have a lot of info. So this is actually really gorgeous. So I love colored guidebooks because I'm such a visual person that having like a colored guidebook just like gives me so much life. So anyway, so here we go. All of that like that. So it is small because it is just one, like there's 2 cards to each page and then just a little tiny blurb. So just looking at this, I would say if you are not familiar with tarot, you will probably, okay, so I have a couple actual opinions on this that I have formed in the last week of knowing about this deck and watching other like walkthrough videos of this deck because I have seen what they look like and actually watching like the creator talking about it. Oh, also it does have like a companion book that you can buy that's like the actual like folklore and fairy tales and myths in like longer detail. So there's an actual book. It's probably about this thick maybe. I don't know. It's like a book size. I don't even have a book around me to show you. It's like, it's a book size, like it's a book that goes into all the stories and a little bit more deeper. So if you are looking for like the stories, the background, there is a companion book called Under the Moon, I believe, that you could get. I did not personally get this at this time because as you see, I bought a bunch of tarot and oracle decks instead. But you can get a little bit bigger. second part of that thought process was, if you are new to tarot, it may be a little difficult if you don't know what the tarot cards mean to interpret it based on just how small the book is. But part two to that, if you are someone who reads a lot into symbolism and you know most of the generals. Okay, I'm just going to open up the cards while I'm doing all this talk. They're so pretty. Like, oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay, and like, they don't have any edging on them, but that's okay. I've seen a lot of people edge their own decks, and I've never done it. But I kind of feel like I want to edge these in like a metallic blue. I don't know. They do have white on, like a white border on the front, so it might bleed. I'm afraid. I don't know. I might do it, I might not. Anyways, so with, oh, and they're also like a gorgeous texture. I love, like, I'm very kinesthetic, so like I like touch. And these just have like such a luxurious, like, they almost feel like they're quilted. Like they almost have like this like fabric quilted feel to it. I don't know if you can like see the, like, you can't see the texture. I don't know why I'm trying to zoom in for you to see the texture. But anyways, so they're absolutely gorgeous. They, hold on, I have to hold them this way. Okay, so we have the Fool for the Fool. We have the Little Mermaid for the Fool. We have, I think this is Cinderella or Cinderella's godmother as the Magician. So like the story of Cinderella. It also looks like we have Jasmine as the High Priestess. We've got the Sword in the Stone as the Emperor. I think this is an interpretation of Beauty and the Beast, which is, oh my god, this card I'm obsessed with, for the lovers. So anyways, I'm not going to go through all of these with you, but like, just, that looks like Merida. I don't know if that is her or not. These, like, this is just, these are, like, this artwork. That's Sleeping Beauty as the Hanged Man. I love that. Like, oh my god, they're just absolutely, look at that Tower card. Look at that. Oh my god, it's Rapunzel. I was showing the camera before I was showing me. That's Rapunzel. Rapunzel was one of my favorite stories as a child. And just, oh my god. So anyways, so yes, there's a lot of like fairy tale mythology, folklore, like storytelling in this deck, as you can literally see it. So this is where my second, I dropped one. Which one? Which one? Ooh, we dropped the Nine of Cups. I'm going to tuck that off to the side. I'm going to look at that later. I don't want to do like a full reading or like even like a mini reading right now because I just want to talk about the cards. But like, oh my god, I feel like that was sort of like a message of that falling out. So anyways, these are just, I won't show again. I won't show you them all. But like, they're just, there's also a lot of really beautiful representation in these decks. Or in this deck, which I really, really like. But anyways, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Like, oh my god. I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. The moment I saw it, I was like, I have to get it. It's just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, two parts on this. If you are a newer tarot reader, you might want to get like a book that goes with it to help you understand what like the Ace of Wands means, for example, because just the brief like 2-second look that I looked while I was showing you this, there is a message. Like, okay, so I just showed you the Ace of Wands, so let's see what it says. Let's see what it says, because I can always give my interpretation, but am I just missing it completely? There we go. So it will say here, so magic paintbrush, so Chinese folktale. The Ace of Wands represents inspiration, a sudden creative force. The magic paintbrush embodies these qualities with passion and daring. The magical moment right before the ink hits the paper and all dreams are possible, and all possibilities are within. Okay, I don't know where that cut off. But I actually just read the meaning of the Ace of Wands, and I personally really like what she has taken and what she has included in this book. I absolutely love it. It's absolutely like, I said like maybe it would be a little bit hard to read, but I feel like if you are going for this, it could be like a straight to the point reading, and I think it's actually like, I think people will be able to interpret it pretty well. So I retract my earlier statement about maybe not being good for beginners. I also think because in these images, like there is so much happening in the images, like, hold on. that's not a good example, but that's okay. Like, there is so much detail. Hold on, let me find one with... Every single card has a story. I just grabbed the Ace of Wands again. But like every card gives you a story. Like you can pull a story from that. And part of tarot is reading the story, like reading the story on the cards, reading the story in the spread, looking at it as a whole picture. It's about moving beyond looking from like one card and being like, what does this one card say, to looking at the entire like tapestry of it and the entire spread of all the cards and saying, okay, all of these together are delivering what message? Like what is the story that all of these cards are telling? So this deck, being such a storyteller focused deck, I just feel like it's going to be one of my personal favorites. I already know just looking at it. Like, and I think like if you are a beginner, if you know the story of, okay, so like let's use the Fool for example, just because it's on the top of the deck. So the Fool is the first card in the tarot. Okay, and so like it would be like the Little Mermaid. Now this could be like the Hans Christian, I can't remember, what is his name? The guy who made up the story. I can't remember his name. I should have checked this before, but I didn't even know this is where I was going. Hans Christian Andersen. Thank you, brain, for catching up in a minute. But like, so looking at this card, like you could be like, okay, so what's the Fool about? But then you could think about like Ariel, or even like Disney's version of Ariel, and be like, oh, okay, so like new beginnings, searching for a new world, like starting fresh, like innocence, but a little bit of nativity, naivety, being naive. I can't talk right now, I'm sorry. But you've also got like the symbolism of the bird, so like taking flight, new beginnings. This is everything that's represented in the Fool. You could also have like the castles in the background. Like, let's pick another one. Like, hold on. So literally, let's just go to number 2, like the Magician. Okay, like you literally have a magic wand, so you could look, and she looked like super self-assured. You could also be thinking about like the fairy godmother, like wishes coming true. So I feel like with the symbolism in this deck, because it's like, at least for me, familiar stories, it's so easy to like pick out different properties and be like, oh, okay, this is what this message is trying to tell me. So anyways, I could talk about this deck forever because I'm just obsessed with it right now. But again, I haven't used it. You literally saw me open it. Like, oh my, like look at this. Like, look at this picture, okay? Like, if you're getting that and you're reading, you're probably going to be like, okay, like her feet fucking hurt. Like look at that. All the thorns. Like, this is not a pleasant story. I think I will, in the next couple months, get myself the accompanying storybook that goes with it, just because I love folklore and I love mythology and I love learning about that kind of thing. So look. Anyways, this is like a super long video, like all my videos are. But if you are interested in any of these decks, I will drop links down below for you to take a look at. I'm obsessed. So that's all of them. That's everything that I got this week. This week, no, I've given myself a tarot and oracle deck ban until May, with the exception of March, because it is my birth month. My birthday's in March. So there's also like a couple decks coming out in March that I'm really looking forward to. But I'm putting myself on a book ban, or like a oracle deck buying ban. So any future videos will be stuff that I've already ordered in the past or already accumulated, or gifts. If anybody wants to send me any gifts, you totally can. I love gifts. Not my love language, but do love gifts. So anyways, final deck is the Oracle of the Divine, which is just absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. The box is also like this gorgeous texture that's just like, I just want to like hug it, and it's so weird to say that, but like it's just so pretty. Let me know which one. Hold on, let's do it this way. I can't do it. Let me know which one was your favorite, or which one you're thinking of getting. Which one was your favorite? Which one do you like? Which one did you not like? If you didn't like any, I don't know, comment down below which one you want If there's any that you want me to use in a future card reading, I do listen to the cards, but if someone's like, oh my god, I love this deck, I can always include it in a future reading. And yeah, if you have any video ideas or just what you want more of or less of, if these are too long, comment it down below. Also follow me on Instagram, comment, message, all of that. I love hearing from you. I love talking to you. And yeah, and if you get any of these or you have any of these or you use any of these, drop it down in the comments. Give me your opinions on them. I'm just super excited to have them. So that's it. I will see you later. Thank you so much for watching. I am Laura. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how I use YouTube. I know how I use YouTube. It's not a new platform. So yeah, the likes and the comments and the shares, tagging your friends, telling your friends, all that kind of stuff really benefits me and also really just makes me feel good. So thank you so much. And like, I want to feel like welcome to the family. I've never done that before, but like welcome to the family. And I'm so excited. So mwah, I love you. I will talk to you all later in another video, which hopefully will be coming very, very soon. I did take a break over Christmas, but we're back. We're better than ever. It's 2021. And yeah, okay. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.